Just the Tips.
Adam and Mike here, Just the Tips, podcast episode 19, coming to you from the Maximum Results Fitness Studio here at 33 North Front Street.
Yeah. How you feeling?
Healthy, happy, and terrific, man.
Yeah, man.
Another great workout.
Dude, I'm still sore from yesterday. Like last night, I did chest and tries, and I was sore by this morning, which is good.
What's the thing we did on Tuesday? You get the full rack and you squeeze it together, but with the two cables. What's that called?
Oh, cable crossovers.
Cable crossovers.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, good stretch.
Yeah,
good
you're
squeeze.
like Hercules though. But
Yeah.
Jeez,
It's kind of like it's like a God exercise because like you just gotta like take up so much room in the gym just to do it. Yeah.
It's excellent though. But we had a good one. We've been doing on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We've been doing full body workouts.
Yeah.
So I think some of the best full body workouts that we've done in a long time.
Yeah,
you know?
man, you gotta get ready, man. This weekend.
Yeah. It's game on. Game on. So I just heard, though, that our handicaps, we can't start putting them in until April 15th. Is that true?
Yeah, whatever the date is. I don't know if it's a set date every year, but yeah, that's the date this year for New York.
All right.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm good. Yeah, I've had a 74 and 104 and everything in between. It's also been 70 degrees. It's been 20 degrees.
Oh,
we had
my God.
snow last night.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the good news, though, is it's springtime. It's coming up into April.
Yeah, and we got 60s next week and then 70s. Yeah,
We're this close.
we're here.
We're this close.
We're here.
But before we get going, shout out to our sponsors, Sundog Eyewear. Get your Sundogs. The season is almost here. The 2024s are out. And like I said, hopefully we'll have
JTT 15.
JTT 15 for 15% off at checkout. Shout out to Shaft Wraps. By the way, I put the yellow shaft wraps on my Vokey wedges, right?
Yeah.
I was on the putting green the last couple of days and had several people come up and go, "Is that a Hector Blanco shaft in your
wedge?"
In your wedge? I go, "No, it's just the shaft wrap."
Yeah.
And everybody wants to grab that club. It's,
All right, dude. So let's get a code and then we'll pump it out.
exactly.
Yeah.
It does what you want it to do. It's an eye catcher.
Dude, those things are sweet.
They really are.
I will tell you, I haven't set aside time to do, like I said in the last podcast. Like I don't want to have like 3 of them done and then go out and play. Like, I want to have them all done. So.
Yep. I think your clubs are going to look dope in the matte black.
Yeah,
you
they're
know?
going to be sweet.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. Just want to give a shout out to all the folks who've been following with, commenting, liking. Just a couple of ones, especially on TikTok. Swingmaster Pro sending us some gear, very cool. The Bad Golfer from the UK has been tagging us in all sorts of stuff and really helping us out. We appreciate it. And try and help out somebody that just got started out of Sullivan County, New York, Hot Rod on TikTok. They play out of Terry Bray and what's Terry Bray's sister course over there? Lockmore.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're gonna get hooked up with those guys. And
Have you played there?
I used to play high school golf. That's where Liberty played out of.
So I never played those courses.
Mm-hmm.
I actually didn't really golf when those were like the hot places
Yeah.
to play. I played out at Lockmore like 3 years ago, and it had that telescope.
The periscope.
Remember the periscope
Yeah.
thing?
Yep.
Just to see.
Yeah, so you didn't kill somebody.
Yep.
So you can have a bell or you can have a periscope.
Yeah, I
so,
like the periscope.
So both of those courses have the periscope, which I think is kind of cool.
Terry, I think I did play Terry Bray too. Terry Bray.
There was another one up there too called it was Lazy Swan is Here.
Yeah.
I think it was called Swan Lake then.
Oh, okay.
There was a third one. It's not there anymore.
Well, there was a bunch. There was Neville.
Yep.
There was the Monster, which is now.
The Monster and the International.
There was 2?
There was 2 courses up there.
And then,
So there's only one course now. There was Grossinger's.
Yep.
I played a college championship there. That thing was dope.
yeah, dude, there was some courses there, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the first time where they like put us in a hotel and gave us like a stipend. It was like a 3-day tournament.
Really?
Oh, dude,
That's awesome.
Yeah, you're like 19 years old. You know, you feel like a champion. So that those old resort courses, but the Monster's supposed to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
So Hot Rod,
Yeah.
your move. We'll get up there. So,
Yeah.
but a lot of new content coming out over the next couple of weeks. Things like we got our first couple of matches.
Yep.
Spring break.
Spring break. Yep.
Yep.
And we got some good stuff coming this way.
Yep. And for those of you playing the at-home version, the new Ping i530s are butter. Oh my
I just
God.
looked at them, dude. Those are second. Dude, I got the stealths last year.
Yeah.
I bought new clubs before that in probably, I don't know, maybe 2014. I got new irons, and I can't get another new set the next year. I mean, those things are sexy though.
But with that 50% trade-in.
Yeah.
So, by the way, Northway does the 50% trade-in on like anything. But then I see the individual TaylorMade has a TaylorMade trade-in with 50% bonus. So if you ordered something off their site and you have a set of TaylorMades, they'll give you 50% over the trade-in
But
price.
Northway does that only on that weekend.
Only on that weekend.
Yeah.
I saw TaylorMade had it. And Callaway, I guess, does it too.
Yeah.
But just early in the season. Are you ordering balls? Because Titleist has a buy three, get one free.
I saw that.
Callaway's got buy three, get one free. Probably, right?
I think Titleist has. TaylorMade I think has a sweet deal too right now. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll look at those.
All right. There you go.
I'm team TaylorMade still until I hit your irons.
Dude, they're I don't know if you're going to be able to hit them. I think they're
Too whippy.
with the lady senior flex shaft.
It's
Jack
like the leg shot challenge.
whatever makes the ball go farther.
Yeah,
So,
I don't blame you, dude. You needed it.
but this is a very special podcast. This is a podcast like no other. A tradition like no other.
Yeah.
The whole universe is talking Masters. By the time this comes out, there'll be less than 7 days until Masters Sunday. And I don't know about you, man, but growing up playing golf, I didn't watch a ton of PGA golf, but I couldn't miss the Masters. It was the most important thing.
I didn't get serious into golf until I was 21, maybe 20. I had 2 college roommates that were into golf. Shout out to Lil Pat Puddles down at the Ocean Course.
See you this summer.
And we watched the Masters. But in high school, I did watch the Masters.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't into golf, even though I, very rarely played, I still watched the Masters.
I'm telling you. I can remember being probably 14 or 15 years old and just watching it in awe that there was something that was so cool. To me, the Masters was more transformative in my youth than going to church. I could go to Christmas service and not get anything out of it.
It was just Easter.
But that's what I'm saying is like religion never hit like the way the Masters did.
Yeah.
It was like there was this aura around it and this.
We got to get in that lottery for next year.
So I've been watching a lot of videos about how we get to the Masters. There's this new lady at work who's from Georgia, and her family goes every year. She doesn't play golf. Her family goes every year. And I'm like, how do you make that happen? Long tenure, corporate, blah, blah, blah. She just goes every year to the Masters.
How does she get tickets?
Her family's had them for like 100 years.
Oh, okay.
Like Bobby Jones gave them tickets, So I'm like, how do you get them? And she's like, you go in the lottery, or the head of Coca-Cola. There's no in between, right?
Well, I do train a guy who works high up in Coca-Cola, and he loves golf.
So,
all right, I'm talking to him tomorrow morning.
so the trick is you get in this lottery.
Yep.
Nobody ever wins the lottery, all right?
I mean, people do. I don't.
I don't.
I mean, the Powerball right now is like 1.9 billion. I'm not even going to waste my $2. No.
Statistically, you have the exact same chance of winning the lottery with one ticket as you do with multiple tickets.
I mean, I don't doubt it. It's zero.
The number is so minuscule that you can't move the numbers by increase your statistical
And it's crazy.
chances.
You ever hear those like companies? They all throw in like $100. They have like a $10,000 pool and they still don't win.
Yeah. Yep. Or there was that one bunch of teachers that went in together, and like the one gym teacher was responsible for getting the ticket, and he got it and won and just kept it.
Did he really?
So when we used to do it at work, we had a contract. I had all kinds of contracts when I used to work at the carpet
Excel
store.
spreadsheet.
No, because you know what, you're sitting there BSing with somebody, and you're like, dude, if I won the lotto, if I won 10 million, I'd give you like 100 grand.
Yeah.
I'd have him write it down and sign it, and I kept it in my desk drawer.
Good.
You know? Yep. Yeah. So and then if we ever went in on like tickets, like all right, everybody throw in $10, we'd write out a contract.
Yeah.
Right. So
split this 25 ways.
So I'm watching all these videos about going to the Masters. The thought of ever going there just never even occurs to me. It just seems like it'd be easier to go to the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is just pay money, you can go, right?
Yep.
But you can't even get a secondhand ticket, right? Because everything's really it's not. You can't go on StubHub and get Masters tickets, right? Like you got to know somebody, you got to win the lotto. They're non-transferable. But once you get this ticket, it's the greatest experience in the world.
That's what they say.
So I was watching all these different videos, and the first one I watched was like top 10 things to do when you win your Masters tickets. And then there's like 10 things that you didn't know about the Masters. The couple of things that I thought were extremely interesting, then I know about the pimento cheese sandwich and the cheap, the cheap food, but parking's free.
Yeah.
I went to the Dick's Sporting Goods Open. They charged me $10 to watch the park my car to watch.
Dude, that's $25 for the county fair.
Exactly. So they bought the property next door, and they put in a beautiful parking area that's like pine trees and everything, and you just park there, right? Now you can't bring in your cell phone,
no
camera,
cell phone.
anything.
Yeah.
But when you get in there in front of the clubhouse, you know the scene on CBS when they're like driving up Magnolia Drive, and there's the big flowers with the Masters thing in the clubhouse in the background. They'll take your picture there for free and email it to you.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So you get something.
You get something. Yeah.
Yep. The other thing that I thought was
what about them, dude? That would be cool. You know them glasses now that have a camera on them?
Oh yeah.
Wear those in there.
Sneaking them in there. Yeah, get your Google glasses, right? The other thing I thought was really, really cool was you go camping? Once? All right, well, we grew up camping. The cool thing about being in a campground is nobody messes with your stuff. It's not like you have a lock on your tent.
Yeah.
But if you go to the store, or you go to the beach for the day, like, you never have to worry about somebody was going through your tent. Like, It's just that kind of level of respect, right? Well, at the Masters,
campers respect.
It is. It's just this.
Then there's the Masters respect. There's the Augusta National respect.
So you bring your chair and you put your chair, and nobody will mess with your chair.
Yeah,
you
but
can leave
you
it
can't
there.
have arms on your chair. Is that right?
Can't have arms. Armless chair.
Why?
It's got certain dimensions.
They don't want you to be too comfortable.
No, I think it's one of those things where you ever see the you go to the barbecue and that one guy gets the big giant double-sized chair.
Yeah,
it's like the 6 foot, or at the soccer match where they unfold a bench full of chairs. They don't want that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
it's a nice little chair to sit your butt down.
Yeah. But you can put it anywhere, and wherever you put it, that's your spot. Nobody will move it. Nobody will steal it. They said, but you could come back 8 hours later, and your chair is still there. They said somebody might be sitting in it, but you just ask them, like, hey, that's my chair. And they go,
That's kind of cool, too, because, there's, this unspoken thing where, hey, I can sit in this chair if nobody's in it, but I can't move it, and it's not mine. When he comes back, I'm up. Yeah. That's cool, too, because it's like, hey, some old lady's, walking by, man, I really need to sit.
Yeah. There's a chair.
Yeah.
Somebody else's chair,
And then you come back and you're like, all right, get up.
So I got a good question.
Just watch out
for
the trees.
Yeah, they got weak trees there. Little wind blows every once in a while. 800-foot pine tree.
Maybe the price of pimento cheese sandwiches went up 25 cents to replace that tree.
Exactly.
Cover the insurance.
What was crazy was they were talking about the gift shop, how the polos and backpacks and stuff are cheaper at the Masters than they would be in your local pro shop. There's no $100 shirts. There's no $65 visors.
Which makes, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a tradition unlike, what is it?
A tradition unlike any other.
Unlike any other. So, people are going there and they're buying, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know people that go there with their tax return freaking ready to go. So they're going to sell. but it's so amazing that they can keep those prices so low.
7 days the gift shop's open. There's really only one main one. They said it's right by the driving range.
Yeah.
They said it's bigger than the PGA Superstore, and they said they turned $80 million in 7 days.
Wow.
And they could fleece you. Now,
You know what's crazy is you know the price, to be a member there, all this stuff. They're only open like 4 months of the year, I think. Also, it's not even.
And it's not the summertime. It's
Yeah.
too hot in the summertime.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Augusta, that's not the
It's
season.
just very awesome, but weird
Yep.
club.
So there's so many cool things about it. One of the things is the volunteers there don't get paid, right, which is fair enough. But if you volunteer, you get to play the course once a year.
Yep.
They say the waiting list to be a volunteer is 25 years.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm gonna put my kid's name on it right now.
There you go. So I went to the
Bring me.
Yeah, I went to the Ryder Cup when it was at Medina, and I walked out through the gift shop and I bought a shirt for me, right? A shirt for Eric and Madison, who were very small at the time. It was the stupidest thing ever. And I bought a tote bag, like a beach bag, for Jamie.
Yeah.
It was almost $400, right? And the Ryder Cup knows they're fleecing you,
Oh, yeah.
and you're happy to
They
buy
all
it.
know.
Yeah,
They all know.
But how does the Masters, which quite honestly might be the best event in all of
everybody
sport?
looks good in green, dude. I mean, come on.
That is cool.
It is a good green.
So the question I would pose to you though is, if you could go to the Masters, what would be the first thing you would do? Would you follow a group? Would you go to a special hole? What would you do? Like the gates open to Augusta and you're there on Friday morning and you got the day. What would you do?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think I would walk the whole course. I don't know if I would follow a group because I'd want to see multiple different groups, but I would probably start, driving range practice area, and then just go to one and like follow a group from tee to green, and then hang, and then wait for the next group, and then maybe follow them from 2T to something like that.
That would
Just
be
see
cool.
every hole.
Yeah.
I think it'd be kind of cool. Maybe hang out around like Amon's Corner for a little while.
I think that would be awesome.
I definitely need to see the whole course because I went to the Players one year, and we down TV Sawgrass, and we saw the famous holes, but I really didn't see much of the front nine there.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Some things and the thing about being at a tournament is you hear that roar on the other hole, and you're like, oh, what happened? Like, I don't know what happened.
Yep.
And then you just hope to see like what the score changes. And
Yeah, because you got no phone. You can't
Yeah.
even find out what's going on.
So,
Like it's 1989.
I would probably I would definitely walk the whole course.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Could you imagine just that you're there, you just walk through the gate, you start walking on the. Oh.
And you know what's crazy too? One other funny fact is this guy. It was an errant tee shot, so he was whoever it was over near the crowd, and whoever it was hit maybe like an 8-iron or something out of the rough, and a divot came flying up and kind of went into the crowd. This guy caught it and he put it in his pocket, took it home and planted it in a pot in his house and grew it, and then he planted it in his yard.
Really?
Yeah. But you can't really. You're not supposed to do that. Like it's just super.
So you see these guys, the volunteers are out there. They mow the course every day, right?
The volunteers do?
The volunteers. So the superintendent goes out there, but they have these guys. They mow it with like 20-inch mowers in like shoulder to shoulder.
With volunteers. Dude, I'll do that.
But if anything happens to one of the mowers, they shut everything down. Like if one of the mowers breaks, or like at our course last year, a hydraulic line broke on 12, and now there's like a big stripe. So they're super conscientious that if anything happens, but they manicure the course with like some real basic equipment. But there's an army of people.
I love that place, dude.
Do you know the greens are air conditioned and heated?
No.
Underneath like a radiant heat floor?
Yeah.
They do that underneath the greens at Augusta.
Didn't they say something about tunnels? I think there's tunnels there too.
There's got to be.
There's underground old tunnels to I was reading something. I forget what it was. It was like 2 months ago. I was reading something about some tunnels and some cool stuff, man. That place is so cool.
Well, Augusta's got a dark history to it too. There was a murder there. Some kids like in the 30s. Some kids jumped the fence to go fishing, and one of the superintendents like shot one of the kids. And was never brought up
in the 1930s.
In the 30s,
it's 1930s in freaking Georgia. Okay, there's nothing. That's not a crime. It was not a crime.
So you can get away with killing people.
Dude, it's below the Mason-Dixon line. In the 1930s, you can get away with that.
But in my lifetime as an adult, women had a lobby to play there. And now they have the women's amateur. So, as a matter of fact, I think it's going on this weekend.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of stuff that look really cool.
But that's in our lifetime. That's not like Jim Crow era or anything like that.
If we want to just, for 1 second.
Yeah.
And this is not a woke podcast by any means.
No.
But, they're starting to, like, try to cut a lot of the old. There are a lot of things that have, like, a negative connotation to them.
Sure.
It's called the frickin' Masters, dude. In Georgia. How come nobody said anything about
I never thought about I thought about like being the master of your craft, not like the master of other people.
It's in Georgia, okay? And nobody said anything.
Oof.
And the majority of those guys in those jackets standing behind Jack Nicklaus and Arnold Palmer when they're hitting are all old white guys.
Yeah. Colonel Sanders looking plantation owners.
Again, this is not one of those podcasts, but it is called the Masters.
But what was interesting is for years and years and years and years, the caddies of Augusta were local people that lived in the town, mostly African American, and the players would come and they would use the local caddies, right?
Oh yeah.
They couldn't use their own caddy, right? And they would wear the white jumpsuits like you guys did at Kiowa.
Yeah. So one of the guys I worked with at Kiowa used to work at Augusta.
Really?
Awesome stories, great dude, Grant.
Wow.
Cool dude.
Yep.
Cool dude.
But they would say these local guys who would be, they're employees of the course, but they'd be famous once a year. They'd be on TV, and if the guy they were bagging for won, they'd be like famous forever. They were like a legend there, stuff like that would be.
And a lot of those
cool.
guys, like, dude, I mean, listen, those guys are caddying on that course every day for whatever, 4 months, 5 months, however long it's open. They know that course, dude. Yeah. Like I remember Grant telling me stories, and we'd watch the Masters, and he'd tell me what the putt is doing from the TV, and it's cool, dude. I mean, and that course is crazy. I don't know, like walking, like going back to what I said earlier, like walking the whole course, it's highly undulated. You can't, and the TV doesn't do it any justice. Like the undulations in that, not just the green. Yeah. The entire course of hills and everything is insane, they say.
So our good friend Jack Brino, the legendary pro at Wiltwick, has been there before, and that's what he talks about. He says the problem with Augusta, he says the greens are big, but the landing areas on the greens are small.
Yeah.
He said, it reminds me of Vaness, where you have this large space, but if they put the pin somewhere, you basically have a dining room table-sized space to land
and
the
if
ball.
you don't have it there, you're at best two-putting. Yep. Luckily, two-putting.
So they said that was one of the reasons why Rahm won last year and why he's such a favorite this year is because he's such a good chipper. That when a lot of guys, when they miss the greens there, it's a bogey. They can't get up and down. The lies are too tight. The landing area is too slick. But they said Rahm's such a good chipper that when he does make a mistake, he can get up and down.
Yeah,
Yep. So kind of brings us to what the question on everybody's mind is who do we think's going to win?
Who are you picking?
Well, here's the thing. All right, Scotty Scheffler back-to-back wins. If he wins this weekend, is 3 wins.
No, he didn't win last weekend.
He didn't play last weekend.
No, he missed a putt on 18 to tie to go to a playoff, and the other guy won.
You sure?
Yep.
The Players. He won the Players.
It was Players. It was.
He won Bay Hill in the Players.
Yep. And then the last week he missed a putt on 18. It was like a 6-footer that he missed.
Oh, really? I was on vacation. I wasn't thinking of anything.
Welcome back to reality.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well,
anyway, so
he's
won
obviously favored to win
2 out of 3 tournaments. He's way favored. Vegas odds have him in like the Tiger Woods kind of category.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. Some of these numbers that like Vegas is having.
Yeah.
But
so if Scheffler is the odds-on favorite, now again, it's Augusta. anybody could win.
Oh,
Anybody could get hot. There's magic in the air. And it's an incredibly difficult
And
course.
anybody can fall apart.
And the pressure is immense. Now, Scheffler does have a Masters win already, right? But he's the odds-on favorite. I think we take Rahm out of this conversation, too, because he's last year's winner. He's lives number one guy. He was unbelievable in the
So then you can't pick those two.
So take those guys.
Who's
out.
your first pick?
So I want to play a game with you. All right.
Jeez.
So
all right.
So let's pick 3 people each. Can't be the same people that are not Scheffler and Rahm. Okay, from the rest of the field. Okay. Based on these 3 people and where they finish, we'll tally the scores, right? So if your pick comes in 2nd, 9th, and 14th, and mine comes in 3rd, 7th, and 50th, your guys did better.
Are we doing the number or what they shoot, or what they are under?
Either way,
Or like the 2nd is 2, the 7th is 7.
Yeah.
And then we totaled that.
And the lowest wins.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I mean, shit.
So because I would love to pick Tiger, right? And we'll talk more about Tiger in a second.
He's not making it.
So, but here's the thing. I was thinking about an interesting bet.
Although, have you seen what he's doing? He really wants it.
Yeah.
He's giving up a lot of things to be dedicated to. You didn't see this?
No,
Dude, it is.
I never heard about this.
He just he's in. He's once his name went in. He's
let's talk about Tiger
He's like,
now.
I'm practicing.
Okay.
I'm playing, giving up sex.
Who?
Tiger.
When?
Right now.
For the
right
Masters.
now. He needs to be his head clear and this and that. So
That's not a thing. It's actually.
it is a thing.
No.
Fighters don't.
They're
you got to keep your
stupid.
testosterone in you, bro.
I want it out of me.
No, that's a thing. Like fighters do that.
So
They
before the hurt again, I'm not having sex. I'm keeping my seed.
dude, I don't care what you do.
No, I want to win. Tiger
what-
wants to win.
Yeah.
But he won all those other
Giving up
tournaments.
sex. So you know what John Daly said? No, you know what Phil Mickelson said.
What?
They asked him, well, what do you think about Tiger not having sex? They said, all the hookers in Georgia better watch out when he doesn't make the cut.
They're brutal, dude.
Yeah.
They're brutal. So I love Tiger Woods more than I love air, right? And I would love nothing more than for him to win it. But if Tiger makes the cut, he'll have the all-time longest consecutive streak. He's tied right now with 2 others. I think it was Nicklaus and Player. But if he makes his 25th cut to Saturday, he'll have the all-time record.
Right.
A lot of people are saying, many people are saying, a lot of people say that if he just makes the cut and finishes the tournament, regardless of where he lands, it'll be a gigantic victory for him.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, obviously winning was 2019.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing comeback. You know,
Better than church. Better than church.
why don't you just stop going to church and just golf all the time?
They shouldn't both be on Sunday morning. I'm just saying, if church wanted more people there, they'd make it like in the winter in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like a Tuesday night.
Something, Long story short, though, that was the most incredible thing. I sat on the couch with my dad. We jumped up and down, hugged each other. There was a tear.
And then them running up 18 behind them and just
it was
awesome.
amazing.
But
and then his
him
dad
making
wasn't there.
the
Charlie was
cut
there. Oh.
this year
It'd be huge.
would be very cool. And to, drain a putt on, pour that ball in on 18 on the final day, it would just be awesome.
So that would make my Masters Sunday if Tiger was in
Too
Tiger
bad it's
red.
going to be at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
It might be a little early. They're actually saying he may be one of the worst players in the field. Some people have speculated that.
You know what? That would just fire him up, though.
Yeah.
That would fire him up to
Yeah.
to go out there and shoot some low numbers.
Listen, I mean, everybody's got their
All
inspiration.
right, so who are you picking?
So wait, I want to make a bet with you, though.
Oh, there's a bet in this.
There's a bet that goes along with this. Okay?
Wow, guys.
So here's my thought is that whoever wins, whoever team comes in the best, right? If you win, I'll film you for 9 holes and not play. I'll film you playing. So the big thing is filming and editing is a big pain in the ass for and playing at the same time. It would always be best if somebody would just film while the other person
So you
plays.
basically got to film and caddy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carry my bag too.
I'll carry your bag, right? So that would. So
that's changing my pick right now.
All right. So that would be the bet. So whoever wins has to film the other person for 9 holes. All right, and edit it down and create the content.
Just make a 9-hole long form video of the other person.
Yes.
Like a 9-hole documentary.
Yes. Yep.
Look how excited you are.
I am, because I'm hoping you win it. I really am.
Oh, that would be fun.
It would be cool, right? So like I said, you do a lot of the editing. It's great to wake up to awesome content. It's great when somebody like this week. You had some awesome stuff with that featured me. Some great edits. That's awesome, right? So like I said, so whoever wins, the other person will do a 9-hole
and then,
long format.
You know what would be funny? Would be cool is like. That following week when you make that long form is like that whole week we just post that person.
I love it. It's perfect.
Like it's going to be a week of like just shorts of me chunking the ball from 50 yards out.
So you can't pick Rahm and you can't pick Scheffler.
Okay.
All right, and you won't pick Tiger. I would love to pick Tiger. You can't.
You're not picking him?
Dude, I wanted to so bad. I did a lot of research on this.
You know he's going to crush it now if you don't pick him. He's going to come in like 17th, which is going to be amazing.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing
is going to be better than your other picks.
I don't know if any of the people that I have are going to win, but I think all 3 of them have the potential to come in the top 10. And I think a collective score of under 30 will win this thing.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
and
because you're going to have one guy's going to be high. You know what I mean?
So
what's the number? What's the number if they miss the cut?
Whatever they're ranked.
Do they get a number if they're?
I think there's 100. I think there's 150 people in the tournament.
No, this one's lower.
Was it 125?
I think it's like 90.
Even better.
Yeah.
So if you miss the cut, then it's more than 45 or whatever it is. Right?
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
This is a low tournament.
It is. So I'll go first.
Okay.
All right.
It's your bet.
I'm taking Jordan Spieth with my first round pick. What?
Jordan Spieth.
No.
Didn't it, wait. Oh no. The other. No. Still. Yeah. Brooks. Brooks Koepka.
Koepka?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Dude, second place.
All right.
Guaranteed.
I'm going Schauffele.
Xander?
Yeah.
Schauffele?
That's what we call him at the house.
That's a good pick.
So he's been coming in second a lot.
Ooh, that's a good
I don't
pick.
know if he can win.
He's not coming in second because Brooks is coming in second.
All right.
And then Rahm or Scheffler is coming in first.
Yeah. But I think Xander's going to be putting pressure on people right down on Sunday. Yep.
Xander will probably be top 7. Jordan Spieth is
top 10.
45.
No, he's top 10 all day.
He'll be 36.
All right, prediction 36. Mike says
Put it
36.
on there.
I said 10. I got Xander coming in second. So a 10th and a second.
Where do you got Brooks coming?
Brooks, I don't know if he'll make the cut.
Wow,
like
Brooks is coming out. All right. So who's my second pick? I want to pick Rory, but he just puts too much pressure on himself at Augusta.
Interesting thing about Rory.
He's second to win. He's second favorite to win.
He's a 10-1 odds, but here's the problem. All right, this is his 10th attempt.
He's all Swedish and he's all Irish and no finish.
This is his 10th attempt to win the career Grand Slam.
Dude, I remember watching him in 2010, and he started falling apart, I believe, on 8, and by 11 or 12, they stopped showing him on TV. They stopped airing it.
Yeah,
that's how bad it got.
He had a
oh my God!
What was
it? It was so bad. It was like. I hate the guy. I mean, I respect everything he's done for the game. I respect the swing. I respect everything physically about the man. But you kind of, but sometimes you kind of hate him because he's, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. There's multiple reasons, I guess. But you hate to see that happen to somebody, dude.
So there's nothing worse than a Masters meltdown. It breaks your heart.
Oh, man.
You sit there. It's the most cringeworthy TV ever. But it's his 10th attempt at the career Grand Slam. Do you know how many players in the history of golf have the career Grand Slam?
No.
It's 5.
Okay. Jack. Tiger.
Yeah.
Arnold.
Nope.
Really?
Nope. He was missing the Players Championship, the PGA Championship.
The PGA, not the Players.
PGA. It's a select group, and it goes back a long time. So you got Ben Hogan.
Oh, yeah.
Gene Sarazen.
Who?
Yep. And there's one more that I can't remember. But he would.
Tell us in the comments.
Yeah. But he would only be the 6th player in history. But this is his 10th attempt at it. And they say they said he's a mental midget.
Oh, he
around it.
definitely is.
And it's not his fault. Could you imagine? You have to win the Masters to put yourself next to Tiger, Ben Hogan,
Yeah.
right? So he's done everything in the world to try and figure out how to win. He's come early. He's skipped the tournament the week before. He's played the tournament the week before. He's tried to do puzzles. He's switched caddies. So this year he went and saw Bruce Harmon, who's not his swing coach. He saw him the other day. Butch Harmon.
Yeah.
Went and saw Butch Harmon for swing tips before the Masters.
He's a mental midget. So, no, I'm not picking him. Okay. I'm going to have to pick... Oh, man, that's so hard. All right, I'm going Bryson.
So nobody's talking Bryson.
I'm going Bryson just because I've been watching him a lot lately because he's killing it on YouTube right now.
Is he?
Yeah, because I didn't really realize this, but none of the guys have YouTube stuff that were on the PGA. But they must be contracted to not do it.
Right.
Well, now he's on Live. He's killing it on YouTube and having a blast, dude. Hanging out with Paige, like having a blast.
Really?
He looks so chill, so relaxed. But, dude, I watched him and Paige try to break 50 from the Reds at a course in the Bahamas, and they shot 51.
Really?
And it was the most awesome video. Like, just watching him play was amazing. So I think he's just like not giving a shit anymore.
Yep.
I'm going Bryson.
Yeah, when you got $800 million in the bank, it's easy. It's easy to go fuck this green jacket.
Yeah.
You know? So I like Bryson. Again, anything can happen with him. I am taking Rory.
Wow.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. For all those reasons, he's my Tiger Woods. I can't take Tiger.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So my heart is saying, would be what kind of story would that?
And in his defense, like you said, like he's going to go on this pedestal with these other guys, but every major, every round, every shot, like, dude, he can't finish. Like, how many times has he been in the lead going into that final day or in that final group and just...
So that's why I'm taking him. I don't know. I don't think he's going to win, but I think he'll come in. I think he'll be in the conversation.
True. That's true.
Right?
Now I have two more that I want to pick.
Yep.
I think I know who you're going to pick.
Well, I'm done. I got Spieth, Schauffele, and Rory.
Oh, right. All right, so you didn't take Dustin.
No, and he was on my super short list.
So I will tell you the three for me right now that it's... Oh, there could be four. Shoot. All right, I'll tell you who they are.
Yeah.
All right, so you got Victor Hovland.
Okay,
who
that's strong.
Is just an overall beast, and I think he'll be one of those top 10 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Fitzpatrick. All right, I think his short game would be awesome at Augusta.
A lot of people are saying that he's due for something special.
Yeah.
Best player to not be mentioned. Not be mentioned in the conversation.
And then Dustin.
Yeah.
But I think Dustin's almost a little bit past Bryson and like not caring at all because he's got $800 million in the bank.
So I saw a thing about Dustin, and I had him on my short list because they were saying that most PGA players have a 7 to 10 year window when they're on top of their game, right? And then there's a dramatic drop off.
Yeah.
And you start thinking about how long Dustin's been around, and he's outside of that 10 year window.
Yeah.
I mean, Rory is too, but Rory was, I remember curly hair, big smile, dimple Rory.
Yeah. Chubby. Chubby.
It looked like he was on the Lucky Charms box. So Dustin Johnson, but he could pull off some weekend magic, man.
Totally. And he's, having that distance, it helps.
And we talk about Bryson not caring, but Bryson doesn't care in a different way. This is the Masters, right?
No, I'm not saying he doesn't. I think he doesn't.
Yeah,
I think he no longer cares what people think about him.
Yeah.
That's what I like. He's having like, dude. If you watch some of his videos, he's having a blast. He's living a life right now.
But I think this is very meaningful to Dustin
Fourth
Johnson.
one that I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna say it.
All right.
This is gonna hurt.
Brooks, Bryson, and
Wyndham Clark, don't let me down. Wyndham Clark, don't let me down. I'm picking Wyndham.
all right.
Just because he's hot right now, he's doing. You know, he's. You know, we're talking about that window.
Yeah.
He's in it right now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. And again, there's some dark horses out there. Like some people are saying Day. Could pull off something special. You're not hearing a lot about him right now. I like Morikawa.
I don't know.
I don't know if his game sets up great. Kim.
What do they say? Do they say? I think they say Augusta sets up for a fade.
Draw.
For real?
Because second hole, 13th hole, it's down and around. You got to hit a draw. They're saying because Dustin Johnson hits a fade, and they're saying that's no bueno.
Because I thought a couple of years ago they were saying it worked in Morikawa's favor, but maybe it was I don't know.
Yeah. Augusta's a draw course.
Okay.
Yeah. Which again, that's why I should play there.
Well, dude, I mean, step your game up. You got them irons.
Yeah. Oof.
Could you imagine getting what you got, right? You got fitted.
Yep.
And let's talk about this next week. Every week.
So the reason why Rory ended up seeing Butch Harmon was he was at the TaylorMade California getting his irons dialed in for Augusta.
See, I don't know. I will tell you this, and I mean, obviously, you and them are on a whole different level from me. I think the more I learn about the clubs and the swing and mechanics and all of the things, that's more crap going on here that I actually have played worse the more since I've met Rick.
So the thing they always
Love
say
you, Rick.
the thing they always say is that if you play basketball, right, and you're on the free throw line, right,
Yeah.
you don't sit there and go, keep your elbow in, what's the trajectory, what's the descent angle, what's the amount of pressure, how's it feel in my hand? You go, you spin the ball 3 times, and you look at the hoop and you throw it over the front of the rim.
Yeah, but you still have time to think, as opposed to shooting a 3-pointer in game.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
But
so thinking can only hurt you.
this guy, I don't know if it was a pro. I think it was just like an Instagram good golfer. He started putting. He stopped taking practice swings in his putts, and he actually started practicing with his eyes closed a few times. I think he was a good soccer player, maybe hockey. I'm not sure. And he said, "Dude, when I'm going down the field or the rink or whatever, I can't remember what sport it was.
Yeah.
He's like, and I got to pass it to that guy, and I got to lead him a little bit. I'm not thinking about form and how hard I should hit this." So he was talking about putting, about he was just going by feel.
Yeah.
And he started making more putts, but he also started leaving little tap-ins as opposed to three putting.
So I was just on the range with Money Mike, and Mike's working on a couple of things from Orlando, and making his body doing things, but he has a couple of mnemonic devices. We were saying, how do you take what you see on the camera and then make your body do it? You need a mental trigger. So he had 2 good mental triggers, and he was really hitting the ball nice. But but he was saying the same thing. I need to get to the point where it's second nature, where I'm not thinking anymore, and that just comes from repetition. Again, you're still making some major swing moves.
No,
but
dude, I got the net set up in the backyard, and I'm telling you, I've been hitting. On nice days, I'm hitting 100 balls.
Yep. So we have 16 days until the opening day scramble. So you got 16 days figured out.
Dude, we have a match Monday. Against a couple subscribers, followers, over at a different course.
Super fans, we'll call them.
Super fans. Yeah. And it's going to be a blast, dude.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. We're going to film all of it.
Yeah.
We got some extra stuff coming.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
We got enough camera equipment at this point. Really, like a small movie studio.
We're gonna have to bring an extra battery, like a car battery, just to charge all our stuff. All right. So, Brooks, Bryson, Wyndham Clark,
Yeah.
Jordan Spieth,
You watch. You don't like Spieth?
Sorry. Schauffele?
Schauffele.
Is that what you call him?
Yep.
And Rory. Rory. That's a good pick. It is a good pick.
I honestly, I tried to talk you out of him.
No.
I wanted him so bad. I really did.
I just think it's a good pick because there's probably 80% chance he's going to finish in the top 12.
Yep.
But there's also a 20% chance that he finishes in
25, 30.
No. Like if he doesn't finish top 12, he's 45.
Yeah. Right. So for the next 20 minutes, we're going to do the same thing with the amateurs.
He didn't make the cut last year. I don't think he made the cut last year.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Yeah.
But it's the most important.
That's another thing in his head, just to let you know.
I know. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. So now we have to do the same thing with the amateurs. The 3 amateurs that you think will finish.
Oh, I don't even know who they
I'm
are.
teasing. I'm totally teasing.
But that kid did good last year.
So I loved it so much.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome.
So I loved his cockiness, right? So going into the and kid, I think he was 50 years old, right? No, he was older though. He was,
No, not that 19-year-old kid. The 19-year-old college kid.
Yeah. The amateur, the top amateur. He's playing in the final group or second to final group.
Yeah, something like that. He was 19.
He was so cocky though. He was like, I feel no stress.
You have
zero
to. You have
zero.
to.
I expect to beat these guys today. And he said it with everything. And then you could just see it. He couldn't stand over the ball. But who could?
I know.
It's the ultimate pressure.
Dude.
Oh.
I'd probably be shaking just like being in the fans. Dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm here. You know?
Yep. Yeah. Could you imagine trying to stand over the ball on 16?
Dude,
come on.
I do that with the $5 me and you have on the line, dude.
Well, listen, I think we did it today. I'm so excited for the Masters. We still got from the recording of the podcast. It starts 7 days from now. We'll be locked in on the phones, watching every swing. Yeah. And when Jim Nance says a tradition unlike.
And the coolest thing about it, dude, is you can watch it on TV. You can watch it on the apps. You can watch it on, and they don't charge you.
No.
You just watch it.
Yep.
Watch it on. I always watch it on my laptop.
Yep.
Bring it things on at all times.
I love it.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it.
It's the greatest tournament ever.
It's like
we're going.
Yeah.
I don't know when we can get into the lottery for tickets.
Probably.
Probably the day
Monday.
after, and then we're going it.
So real quick, there's something cool that we should do this year. It's the Monday after the Masters, the MOM.
Yeah.
So it's Hootie, Darius Rucker. They go to Myrtle, and they party.
Yeah.
And he throws a concert, and they all go and play golf for the week.
Yeah.
But it starts on the Monday with the big concert.
Yeah.
Monday after.
You know
the
what's
Masters.
crazy is
Monday after the Masters, MAM. Yeah.
Then they go and play down at Hilton Head. They play Harbor Town.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the pros. They play Harbor Town.
Yeah.
Great tournament. I think Davis Love was winning one year. Mm-hmm. I was caddying down at the Ocean Course.
Yeah.
Sunday, he was like winning or something was going on. Super windy up at the Ocean Course. We're talking 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
And then Hilton Head's just 2 hours south, probably an hour and a half on coastline.
Right.
They canceled it. He was supposed to play at the Ocean Course the next day, and I was going to caddy for him.
Really?
And they canceled the tournament, or delayed it, so he had to play the next day, and I couldn't. He didn't come up to the Ocean Course.
Interesting thing about Davis Love III, we have the same birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And you and Tiger same age.
Same age.
Oh okay.
Yep.
Look at you.
Exactly.
Look at you. I think Michael Jackson was born on the same birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool. All right.
All right,
Listen,
guys.
This is your Masters special.
Yeah.
A tradition unlike any other. Like I said, I'm Adam.
I'm Mike.
Just the
tips.
Yo!